Yo, YouTube, it's Anarchist of Darkness, also known as Sir Kennington of Color Struck, and I'm here with another WWE Black. Probably going to get these WWE Blacks out the way because there's going to be some social things that need to be talked about because of Donald Trump's presidency. A lot of things have been going on that needs to be talked about, and I feel like I'm one of the people who can do that for some people because I know that I'm not as popular as I used to be. So that's fine. But I'm about to talk about this WWE thing, WWE Black, WWE Survivor Series 2016. I already did my reaction, which was hilarious. Brock got that work from Goldberg, and I kind of feel like it was genius, kind of, sort of, because there's money into it, and it's going to go into WrestleMania, and it's going to be an actual match. Maybe Goldberg wasn't quite ready, and Brock needed to be taken down a notch a little bit. So we about to see a wrestling match between Goldberg and Brock, and this time they're actually going to care. That's clearly what's about to happen. I will pay money to see that, but I won't because of the WWE's treatment of people who look like me. So won't be paying for that. Won't be getting my money. I wanted to get that New Day gear until I saw Kofi get knocked out the way that he did. So, not doing it. Let me see. What I want to really talk about is that Bray Wyatt Randy Orton rub. So, as we know in the WWE, usually when you're part of the clique, or one of my favorite YouTubers call them the Breakfast Club, OTRS Central, he calls them the Breakfast Club. You get a rub in some way. So the way I look at it is like the Ric Flair's rub of Triple H, or Shawn Michaels rub on Triple H, and then Triple H had like DX, and DX eventually fell apart, and then Triple H had Evolution, and he rubbed on Randy Orton and Batista, who both became champions. And then now Randy Orton, he had Legacy, which you would have thought that would have been the rub that Randy Orton needed, but I guess that was Legacy was Randy Orton's how do you put it, DX, essentially. Like Triple H was DX as Randy Orton was the Legacy, essentially. Batista didn't really have one. He had a really good tag team with Rey Mysterio that worked out, and then at Survivor Series he fucked him up in Washington D.C. I was there. I was appalled because Batista went heel. He Batista bombed Ray onto the chair, and then people in the crowd was like, one more time, and I was appalled. I was like, even though I love Batista and he's home, why are you guys are savages? Like, this is disrespectful. Like, whew, it was terrible. I don't think Batista ever really had a rub on anybody or whatever. So, but I think Randy Orton's actual rub is going to happen with Bray Wyatt. Maybe Randy Orton was that missing piece to the Wyatt family. Now that they're three again, maybe I don't know what happened to the other one, Rowan. I have no idea what happened to him. He was around and then disappeared. Maybe they got rid of him because he's kind of trash. He's hella trash. They got rid of Rowan. So now Randy is in that spot, and now Randy last night did something that a Viper wouldn't do, and he jumped and took that spear, and then Bray got a pin, and I was absolutely happy for Bray. Now at this point I really wasn't into it, but the moment Bray got the win, I was like, yo, fucking finally. So that means he got a big win. He finally got a big win. Hopefully goes on to the Royal Rumble and gets a big win there. Not in the Royal Rumble match, hopefully over somebody in a Royal Rumble, and then goes on to WrestleMania. And I don't know what happens from there, but I hope Bray Wyatt continues on his path, because one, he is a whole lot different from the white boys that I'm used to seeing in the WWE dominate, in shape, indie darlings. They can cut a promo, but it's not like Darth, like a dark promo. And Bray has that. Fucks with Bray. So hopefully they finally are moving forward with Bray. He's going to get that rub. He's going to get the championship. Randy's going to see the championship and put Bray down the way Triple H put Randy down. Hopefully that's the rub. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that is the rub. Hopefully the Breakfast Club or the Clique, whoever's running things, see that and runs with it. Or the writers of SmackDown runs with that story, because that's what needs to happen. Okay, Bray is too good. Now, he ain't that great in ring, but in my opinion, he's a whole lot better than Miz was when Miz was the champion. So in ring, he's better, and Mike's skills are comparable, because they got two different styles. Miz says whatever makes you mad, and Bray is going to say some dark shit that's going to make you think about some shit. He's also going to call himself a god or the devil and all types of weird shit. But it works for him. It works very good for him. The Wyatt family still, to me, looks like they're a lynch mob and they coming for a nigga. But I've always been attracted to the Wyatt family. So hopefully Bray gets that chance at that title. Moving on to Raw, I really didn't care. I don't care about Kevin Owens. I never cared about him. Yeah, he can talk trash, but I just not into him. I'm more into Jericho right now, like most people are for some reason. More into Jericho. And that's sad, because Jericho doesn't need to be a full-timer, but he is doing such, and he is kicking ass doing it like he always has. He's like in my top 5. So good for Jericho. Now on to my favorite, The New Day. They've been on a losing streak lately, and it's getting quite tiring. It looks as though they're going to lose the titles at some point. I don't think it's going to be tonight, Monday night. I don't think it's going to be tonight. It's probably going to be at the next pay-per-view whenever they eclipse that record they're going for. I just hope that the WWE has something for The New Day after the fact. Not just, they lose the titles and then they hang in limbo and then that's it for The New Day. It's clear that they're going to break up at some point. I really wish that they break up over a title dispute. Like, I really believe that The New Day should win Money in the Bank and fight over it for 6, 7, 8 months. And at some point, one of them cashes, one of them gets the thing, cashes the fuck in, and then they fight over the title. At some point, I know that would leave out the Kevin Owenses and all the indie darlings and all these white boys that you guys love. But I think it would be interesting for that to happen. For at least for them to win the Money in the Bank. I don't know how it would happen, or whether they would Freebird rule the title, which probably wouldn't happen, and it would be like a whole thing, and whoever wins the title, or have them have a triple threat match, and that's how they break up and they go their separate ways. Maybe they'll do that with the U.S. title, bring some prestige back to the U.S. title, the way they brought back the prestige to the tag team titles. Wait, is it the U.S. title? Yeah, it's the U.S. title. It looks as though they want Roman still to be the WWE champion. I'm not sure how they're going to work that. I doubt it will be with Roman, but for the New Day to look legit, they have to beat somebody legit, somebody who is booked like they care about. Until then, the New Day is just going to end up being fucking 3MB. And it's sad because they've made the WWE so much money. They got themselves over once they was expected to fail. They were booked. They're still continued the entire time. Even when they were bad guys, they were booked to look weak. They're like, even when they were bad guys, they were like, I get why you're a bad guy. Okay, you're going to use 3 people. You're going to cheat as much as you possibly can. I get it, because you're a bad guy and the crowd is supposed to hate you. I understand that. But once you're a face, it's a different dynamic. And if you still need all 3, then it makes you look weak. It makes you look weak. So the WWE has not done anything with that. So whatever it is, it looks like they're going to lose it eventually to Sheamus, Cesaro. It's probably not going to happen tonight. And if it does, then good for them. And hopefully New Day gets pushed the way they deserve, like the Shield, essentially. I doubt that Kofi gets the title, even though I feel like at some point he should be a champ at least once. Big E is definitely, he should be getting. Matter of fact, he should be getting that John Cena rub, okay? Because John Cena is the one who brought Big E in, and Xavier Woods is fucking amazing. He's like fucking Miz amazing on the mic, so he can talk. So we know he can talk. So let's get these guys somewhere. Where else do I want to talk? I am surprised about the Cruiserweight Championship. I really thought they were going to take that joint to SmackDown. Maybe tonight, Kalisto is going to get his comeuppance, or he's going to not comeuppance. Kalisto is going to get another shot, win tonight, take the belt to SmackDown, and or take the belt to 205 Live or whatever they're doing. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to watch it. I was really hoping that I get a chance to see a whole lot more Cedric Alexander. And maybe Rich Swann, but I'll just wait until they're on the main roster. Okay, and I watched a little bit of NXT TakeOver, and I was at that point. I'm at the point where I need to just stop and rewind it and watch some more because I feel like I missed a whole lot, even though I was watching intently. NXT TakeOver was dope. Past that, you guys have a good day. That's my thoughts on Survivor Series. My whatever. Bye.